I'm going to break down my forehand for you. So I start off with not quite as a pistol grip. I've got kind of my fingers split just a little bit. I don't know if you can see. Just that way, I'm going through this way when I'm coming through. So it'll look kind of like this. And you can see they're kind of stacked a little bit, but I've got more pressure pushing at the rim than towards the center. I don't want it to be flat like that. I want it to be kind of turned in. That way you've got a nice smooth motion when you come through. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple throws, and then I'll break down the form. I'll give you another shot instead of behind. Down to the edge of the woods there is about 420, somewhere in there. There's like a hump, or it's over there. It's about 400, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So I may or may not make it all the way there. These are fresh throws. Don't mind the vehicles as they pass by. All right, so I'm going to give a couple throws here. I would say that was probably about 380 to 390. I mean, you can see I'm not trying too hard, and these are, like I said, fresh out of the car. So I'm going to throw another trespass. This is the Lucid Ice one. And I would say that that's parked, I believe this is like a 500-foot hole almost. That was probably about 450. And you can see, I mean, it's slightly downhill. It's not too bad, but for that drive with a forehand, you can obviously tell that's a pretty decent drive. Go over here to the shade to finish up. So I lied, misinformation. That hole is 425, 450, I think, something like that. I was looking at the U-disc. It was 420 something. So those went probably, I would say 350 and probably about 390 to 400 for the pink one. The yellow one was about 350, but the pink one was pretty decent. It was, I'd say probably about 50 feet, not even from basket. I was just probably 15 to 20 outside circle, maybe, if that. But yeah, so I'll get down to the breakdown here. So basically, I'm just looking kind of straight at it, and I'm just walking, and it's 1-2 step, and then I'm coming here. I don't even think I was in frame. So we'll come back over to this side here. So basically, it's 1, 2, and then snap through. And it's more of kind of a whip motion. Like, so when you snap a towel, you kind of bring your wrist back. That's pretty much what I'm doing on these forehands, is I'm getting that snap in there. And that's what's getting most of my distance. And I can do that effortlessly. I can get to 320, no problem, like simple, just flick. Kind of almost like a split grip, but just bring it down and stuff. So like how you normally would have a split grip here, just bring it down to here. And then as you come through, just kind of stay low and come from here. I always just kind of lead with the elbow, but I'm not using my upper arm mostly. I'm more or less using from the elbow down. That's where most of my snap comes through. Now, sometimes when I'm trying to get on it, you'll see me, I'll get sideways and I'll come through more with an arm. And normally I just turn it over at that point. I put too much on it and it flips it. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my breakdown. My footing is still just kind of a 1, 2. I'm not directly pointing at it. So I'm kind of coming in as a side step. So I'm pointing this way, but I'm facing this way. So that way I can snap through.